So let me just share my screen here, and I'm going to walk you guys right through it. All right, all the tabs are open. Let's go to, just have it here. So actually, let me, I'm just going to re-download this, and then that'll make it easier for you guys to see. Yeah, so the basic premise of, well, this is just downloading here. The basic premise of what I wanted to put together for you guys is launching is one of those times that it can be quite challenging with, obviously you've got everything else going on with your people in your current groups. So the premise behind this 30-day program is that it's basically a done-for-you launch plan. So what that means is that whenever you're launching a program, there's actually a baked-in strategy that needs to take people that have a toe in the water to diving in head first. And there's an actual way that as you run through your social media strategy from your first post to your last post, it specifically needs to take them from a little bit of interest to bringing them all the way there. So what I'm going to do in this 30-day program is it's going to be a done-for-you social media strategy. So what that actually means is that this program would be for you if you're really looking for a, sorry, ear muffet if you have little ones around just for a sec. It's just a badass, authentic, and heart-filled social media plan, and it takes the suck out of social, and it has scientifically backed social media strategy. So what I actually mean by that is that there is a key insight that your whole launch will be based upon, and knowing that key insight is how this social media plan actually will work. So in this program, I'll walk you through how to define what that key insight is of your ideal customer, and then everything that you say from that point forward will actually be based on that. The next thing here is, what are the deets? So how this 30-day done-for-you social media strategy works is you'll be part of an exclusive Facebook group, and it will just be for the To-Be mindset, and you will get a daily social media strategy fed to you over the most important 30 days of your launch, and it's a done-for-you social media strategy. So this whole idea actually came out of Recruiting Bootcamp and how successful that was, and really helping provide you guys with the step-by-step instructions. So when we look at how it actually works, it's a step-by-step daily social media posting guideline for 30 days, including what to focus on and really how to call your audience into action to take out the workout and burnout of providing and doing a launch. So when we look at what the cost is, it's actually only $30. So it's basically $1 a day for me to tell you exactly what to do and how to take action. And what you'll get from that is just this baked in strategy that will convert the unconvertible people, those ones that are secretly stalking you. So what you'll be able to do is, usually in launches, like, it's pretty easy to take the people that are already ready to buy and to get them to convert. But the difference here is that you're going to take all those people on the outskirts and you'll take them from stalker to talker in 30 days or less. So the results with this program will be, the 30 days will take your audience from toe in the water to diving in head first, so that you have this Hollywood lineup of people wanting to join you and sign up for To-Be mindset. And so how you join is, enrollment will end on May 11th. And so that's next Friday, and space will be limited. I want to make sure that I can answer questions and I'm there to help you guys along the way. So I want to make sure that the group is only a certain number of limited spots. And the 30-day done-for-you launch plan will start on May 11th and it will run till June 14th. And I have a registration link right here. It's on my website, and it's it'll be To Be Mindset launch. You'll be able to find all the details. I'll share this link with you guys so that you can go there. But you'll be able to find all the details of the launch there as well. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, this Wednesday, I am doing a training call, and it will be on the 7 steps to launch, and that'll all be focused on the To Be Mindset stuff. So you guys can definitely jump on. It's Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Ontario time. So I know Michelle's going to share that link with you guys. So I'm not sure if anyone has any questions or if that helps kind of summarize exactly what the plan is. Does anyone have any questions about it?
Yeah, now's the time, guys, to ask questions. That's awesome. I think the cool part about this, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ashley, but help everybody with the next launch and the next launch. Like the tools that you're going to give right now are going to help with like Lift 4, and which is the next one. And I mean, Beachbody always has something in the pipeline. Like sometimes it's almost like so overwhelming that if you don't kind of get the practices and the techniques down, it's really just becomes very overwhelming each and every time, which then makes it that you're not successful. I would have loved to have had something like this and not had to sort of navigate it myself. So
yeah, you guys are like constantly in that flow of launching. It's like if you're not launching, you're preparing for the next one. So it's a constant flow of launches. So yeah, this should help build the those skill sets. It's kind of like if anyone's done the 21 Day You Challenge, this will be watching me put all those principles in action. So you'll be able to see exactly how to speak to your audience, keeping all those key principles in mind.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love that you said stalker to walker. Because that's what it is. And I can't believe the people that have come out of the woodwork this week. It's exactly that. Like they've just said, "Oh, I've been following you for like 4 years." I'm like, "What the hell? I didn't like to post. Like I didn't even know you existed." So it's true. And when you start to learn how to talk to like your people, and I know that probably sounds like, oh, she keeps saying that, but it's so true. Like it becomes so much easier. Ashley and I work closely together, and this week I told her To Be Mindset has opened up something that I haven't been able to talk about too much with Beachbody because I haven't felt like I had a solution. And you guys know I have PCOS, and to be honest, there has never been a nutrition plan that's been a solution for someone with PCOS that Beachbody has offered. And now this is it. Like this is truly it. And it's opened up a whole new avenue for me to speak to people. And that's what Ashley's really good at, is helping you figure that out. Like how do you actually talk to, sometimes it's not so cut and dry. You know, I think we always use the example of a new mom. You get to talk to new moms, and that's pretty simple. We talk about nursing, we talk about diapers, we talk about what our kids are doing. Some of us don't have that. And it gets harder to sort of really dive into what we want to talk to. And I think that's where you are really helpful in giving those tools. So anyways, that's that. Thank you so much. That's exciting.
Awesome.
I can't wait. So
yeah.
And thanks for explaining it.
Oh yeah, no worries at all. And if you guys are cool with it, I might just be a fly on the wall because I'm going through the process of learning all about To Be Mindset as well. So I might just listen to your frequently asked questions if that's cool.
Absolutely. You can come on any of our calls, Ashley.
Thank you. Thanks so much, guys.
Okay, cool. All right. So let's start out. First of all, does anybody have any question? Like just open it up. I won't even like narrow it down to any topics. Any question about To Be Mindset, whether it's how do I talk to people? How do I post about it? What do I do after? How are you feeling about it? Are you guys starting? Like anything. Does anybody have anything, or have you got her all perfected?
I have a question.
Okay, Camille. Awesome.
Okay, so what are your thoughts? Because I know you and Megan run your challenge group together. What is your plan for To Be Mindset for accountability?
Oh, what a great question. This is perfect. Leads right into, did Megan prompt you with that or something?
Yeah. We have not talked about that.
Okay, that's awesome, because we actually really want to dive into this with you guys, because yes, launches are important. That's how you're going to get your customers, but you can't forget about them after. And I think this is something with 2B Mindset that might happen with other coaches, because it's pretty self-paced. People get the videos right away and they binge watch them. However, if they do not have our support, they're going to fail. Like, you still need, and I truly believe that this is Beachbody's magic, is that they're going to have support from us and support from other people as well. And that's what's going to keep people on track. So I'm actually going to share my screen so you guys can actually see our group. So it is set up. As soon as someone purchased, they actually got a message from us giving them the link to our group. It's just called 2B Success Group. And we are thinking of this as different than sort of our normal accountability group. So, you know, in our normal accountability or challenge groups, whatever you call them, you know, you have motivational posts and there's lots of accountability. Like, did you get your workout in? Did you follow the plan? There's like day 1 to 30 or day 1 to 80. That is not what 2B Mindset is. There is no day 1. You should never, in my opinion, be talking like day 1 and end. There is no end to 2B Mindset. This is a lifestyle. So for me and Megan, for us, they do have to be on Shakeology to be in that group. There is always exceptions to the rule, guys. So like, I say that because we believe in the package. We believe in the whole thing. Like, Megan and I, truly, our values align with that people are going to see the most success when they are doing Shakeology, when they're in and engaged in the group. So we think the package is the best. Now, we take every situation as it comes. I have one lady in there right now who there's a very good reason why she couldn't purchase Shakeology. She's asked for some samples from me, or buying like 4 packets of it. So we take each situation as they come. So don't be cut and dry. Like, just because we are saying that doesn't mean that you can't make your own choice around that. I believe that people, if you support them and you talk confidently about Shakeology in your group, they're going to want it eventually. They're going to see the value in it. So make your own decision where that is, okay? This is what we've decided, that 95% of the people in our group will have purchased the challenge pack, or they have Shakeology already. So we can talk like that in our group. Because you're all on Shakeology, well, let's talk about recipe. You know, we can talk like that in our group. So they get a welcome message, basically, giving them the link to join our group. And we've also created a doc just on Google Docs and put all the prep steps that were in the starter guide. Like, we literally Megan copied and pasted the prep steps. We didn't make anything special, because we understand people are going to like go for it. They're going to get this program, open it up, and like binge watch it. So we want them to go through those prep steps first. So I'm going to share our group, and hopefully I have the message somewhere too. I'm sure I do somewhere. Okay, give me 1 sec. All right. Oh, there's Megan. Okay, can you guys see that? Yeah, okay. So this is our success group. Let me see if I can find my little message that I send them. Here we go. Okay, so it is very simple, easy. You know, congratulations on taking this step forward in your health and fitness journey. Thank you for trusting me to help you. You know, so excited. I truly believe that this program, blah, 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 blah. Here is the link that they'll click to access the group. I do not like adding people into groups. Like, I feel like you need to actually want to join it yourself. So I always give links. I don't just add people into my groups. I did the same with my free info group. I do not add people into that group. I actually give them the link to the free info group. they need to at least take one step on their own and add themselves. So they just click that link and we have to approve them. And then I talk a little bit about the weekly meal plan, because personally, I think this just goes perfectly in line with 2B Mindset. So now every Friday they are getting a meal plan if they're on Shakeology, Daily Sunshine, or the Beach Bars. And I talk about all three because I want them to know, oh, okay, so maybe I don't want to have Shakeology all the time, but what are these Beach Bars? So that's why I have that in there. And then they can click this, and this is going to take them to the doc that we've created. And it is just the prep steps. That is all it is, but we really want them to go through this information before they start like binge watching all of those videos. So basically that's what happens. Then they are in our group, we accept them, and they come to, oh, we forgot to pin this post. I'm going to do that right now. This is a pinned post in the group, or it will be. And this is where we tag them. So as soon as someone comes into this group, we tag them here. And basically they read that top post, they introduce themselves, and we want them to think of this as like a community, a village of women. I keep saying like a village because they're going to be here for forever, or as long as they want to, or as long as Megan and I are coaching. Like, this group is going to be open to them to use, because again, we feel it's a lifestyle. There's like no end date. So this is where they come at the very beginning. And then of course, just like any group, we've added some different posts this week. I did a live video. So this is kind of cool. I'm going to actually stop sharing for a second here. Oh my God, if I can. How do I get out of here? There you go. Okay, so there's a really cool feature in the live now. So you can actually go live on Facebook and share your screen. Did you guys know that? It's very cool. So that's what I did. I took them on a tour. So basically I wanted people to be really clear that if they only bought the 2B Mindset package, they just went to www.2bmindset.com. And I showed them how to access their videos and where all the tracking stuff was. And I talked a little bit like, in 10 days, you're going to get your package in the mail, but that doesn't mean you can't start now. And then I went to Beachbody On Demand and talked to the people that purchased Beachbody On Demand. Why did I do that? Because I want the people that didn't buy Beachbody On Demand to see what it had to offer. So I showed them, like, this is what everybody that has Beachbody On Demand is going to get. And I know that we say you don't have to exercise, but, you know, after I lost my first 20 pounds, I kind of wanted to start doing something. So here's some workouts you might want to do. Yoga, you know, there's no question that being active is important. Like, we know we can lose weight without being active, but our heart needs activity. So I stressed that in that video. So it just kind of gave them a walkthrough of how to access everything. And then we've just done a couple fun posts throughout the week, sort of like, what have been your aha moments so far? I did a video yesterday talking to them about really thinking about why they're here. Like, we all know that roadblocks are going to come up. You know, there's going to be people that don't love the changes you're making, or you're going to have a barbecue to go to or a party to go to. So let's determine what those roadblocks are right now and work through them together. So all of these posts are just about like cultivating the community, because quite frankly, I don't just want to talk to Megan in that group. Like, I want them talking and sharing. And the only way you're going to have an active group is if you are active. You have to be active in that group. It's the biggest complaint. It's crickets. There's crickets. Well, you need to kind of take a step back and look at your group and see how active you're being in it. And I have stressed that, like, Megan and I haven't done this program yet. We're doing this with you every single step of the way. So we also know, like I've said a million times now, that people are just going to binge watch these videos, and that's cool. We're like telling them go for it. However, on Monday, we are starting on step 1, day 1 of that success guide that's given to us. We are going to go through every single video one day at a time, so people are really getting this. Because if anyone is like me, they've binged watched it while they're friggin' multitasking, answering messages, cleaning their kids' diapers. Like, they're not really getting it. So we want to take them through day by day. And our plan right now is we'll do that every 6 weeks. We'll pretend like it's a new batch of people. And it could be every month. It could be every 6. Like, we haven't determined. It'll depend how many new people we get all the time, how often we'll go through the steps, because it's a refresher, right? Like, for everyone in that group, whether it gets someone re-engaged that's fallen off the wagon, or, we all can use a refresher. To be honest, as I'm going through this program, this is exactly how I lost 80 pounds. Exactly. And I got totally off track when I became a coach. How sad is that? But it's true. Like, the simplicity of this program is like making me do this a lot. Like, oh my God, why did I stop doing that? Like, why did I get off track? So even we all need refreshers. So we think in that group, that's what we'll just continue doing. We'll do the refresher, whether it's every 6 weeks or whatever. The other great thing about that is for marketing purposes. If you know you're going to start it even once a month, you market, you relaunch. So yesterday in my live video, I stressed, like, right now, get on this, you guys. This is the launch. But this program isn't going away. You can create excitement around a program whenever you want. Your following is your following. You're always, if you're filling your funnel, like we talk about all the time, you always have new people. So you can always relaunch the 2B mindset. And I plan on doing that like every week because I just think this program is magic. Like, honestly, I think it's amazing. And I know that every time I've posted a CTA this week, like, I've basically done a CTA every day. There's all new people, 30 new names, 30 new hearts dropped, because they see it at different times. They're on Facebook, social media, Instagram at different times. It is appealing to a lot of people. So that's why I think it's important you learn how to launch effectively, whether you do that with Ashley's course or whatever way you're going to do it. It's important, seriously important. Okay, I know I ran through that really quick. Do you guys have any questions? Does that answer your question, Camille? That's how we're taking it forward?
Yeah, my my struggle has been almost everyone that's purchased 2B Mindset for me is already a challenger of mine. So what does that mean as far as your regular, how are we going to bridge the regular accountability group with a 2B Mindset group?
What I've told them, so I have a lot like that too, right? Yeah. So I've said, no pressure here, but I don't want you to think that you shouldn't be included in the 2B Mindset Success Group. I give them the link, let them decide.
Okay. So if it's someone that's purchased the 2B Mindset Challenge Pack that has Beachbody On Demand, then they're automatically going to go in your 2B Mindset group and not your, regular.
Yeah. If it's someone that's buying the 2B Mindset BOD package, they're not going into my BOD Squad accountability group. They're just going into the 2B Success group, because that's what they've purchased. That's what they're doing. If someone has, and this has happened a lot, they have 80-day obsession. They just went through 80-day obsession. Now they're doing Path to Progress. They're kind of half-assed doing Time Nutrition still, but they still just don't like it or whatever. Then I just say to them, I don't want to overwhelm you. Like, I know there are so many groups, and how could you handle another group? But you probably can. So here's the link. And I stress, I think this is where you should be. I know that you love the BOD Squad group, but I think you're going to get a lot of support that you need right now. So I take every situation. If they're already a challenger, you know them pretty well. So I've just kind of taken each situation as they come. I was doing this whole overwhelmed message thinking a lot of them would be like, oh no, I can't stand another group. Within minutes, 10 people wanted in that group. They want it. They crave it, you guys. They crave the support, the accountability. That's what they want. I don't think you can give them too much. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, Nicole, yeah.
The app that's launching with To Be Mindset in the middle of June, is it going to be a tracker like our challenge group that we have right now, like on the challenge tracker that we have, or is it just a personal tracker?
No clue. I have no idea. I don't know. I haven't even looked at the FAQ on it, so I can't answer that. And the reason I'm not even talking about the app is because I'm afraid people will think, oh, well, I'm not really going to get started until this app comes. Like, I just not even talking. We haven't even mentioned the app. I've never talked about it yet. I think it'll be a great relaunch in June. I want to keep that in my back pocket because that's going to be like, oh my God, like the most amazing program that I lost 10 pounds on now has an app. You've got to do it. Like, I just feel like that's going to be in my back pocket for June. And honestly, I haven't really I remember seeing a little bit about it at leadership, but I don't know. If it's something like you're going to add everyone to. I kind of think it's a personal tracker. I kind of think, is that right, Megan? Have you researched it?
Well, no, I don't actually know, but that's what I think it is. I think it's a tracker app where you can like track your food, track your water. I think that's essentially what it is. So that because they give you a paper tracker that we're all going to get in the mail. I think it's essentially that, only it's an app. So it's not anything that we even really need to talk about right now. For one, because we don't know anything about it and we don't have it.
And it's iOS only. So that's one of the reasons I have not even talked about it, because I do not want to deter anyone right now because they're like, oh, it's only for iOS. I have an Android. Ugh, I just can't even handle that conversation. So, I just don't go there. Like, until it's ready, why even talk about it? It's exciting. I'll totally use it. But, my personal professional opinion is don't even go down that road yet, because we can't really answer the questions yet, so I would just leave that and just have it back here that it's going to be pretty cool when it comes. You know how things like say they're going to be out in June and it's actually August, or, you just never know what's going to happen. So I would just leave that one alone for a bit. It's exciting for sure. Even Alana has said it in her video a couple times, like, I know everyone's excited about the app, but this program is very doable. I've never had an app, and actually Darlene shared, if you go to Be Mindset, go to your resource tools or whatever, click on the tracker, and then click save, that little save button, and put it into your iBooks. You can actually upload or download or whatever you do into your iBooks. And then it's kind of like, there it is. You can literally type in your food. I have it on mine. So I downloaded the food list and the tracker into my iBooks. So it's kind of like an app. Like the whole tracker's there, you track your water, if you went to the bathroom, all that stuff. I just like that poo emoji on the tracker. I just can't wait to get it. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Megan, what else did we want to cover?
Well, I think it's important to talk about the fact that, and I know you did touch on this a little bit, but this is so much different than just a challenge group. And I think it's going to be a lot less work that we have to do once it's up and running, because hopefully your challenge group, you're doing those accountability posts, doing those nutrition posts, and just posting in there constantly because you're running a challenge group. This is different. We're not running anything. It's a community. It's a village. And if you've ever been part of any other type of group, like any other group on Facebook, it's not like there's one person manning it all the time, right? It's just this community where everybody is chatting and posting, and it's not like you even know who the owner of the group is, right? It's just a community, and that's what we want. We really, really encourage you guys to partner up. Like, I can't stress this enough, partner up. Because if you only have a few people, or even like go in threes or whatever, if you only have a couple people that are doing To Be Mindset, you want more people in there than that. So find somebody else who has a couple people, and maybe that person has a coach that has a couple people. Like, build a big community that you guys can all be part of. And it's going to take a lot of work off of your shoulders. Not that it's going to be a lot of work, but just having more bodies in there. Like, don't do all this stuff alone all the time. You don't need to. It's silly. Like, we are all a team for a reason. And if you are, a coach and you have a couple new coaches on your team, do it with them. Like, open up a community for your little team. Like, there's so many of you guys who have a few brand new coaches. Open up a community with them and do this with them. So, I think I would love to hear, like, what are you guys planning? Like, before we started this call half an hour ago, like, what did you guys have planned? Does anybody else have any ideas, or like, how are you finding the success so far with To Be Mindset? Like, are you watching the videos? Are you loving it? Like, if anybody wants to share that kind of stuff, I think it would be really beneficial to hear.
I admit, having Bud, sorry. Sorry. Just because, like, I don't have many people joining me yet, but I have someone else, and she's my cousin. I was thinking of running my To Be Mindset group through WhatsApp, because I find it's more intimate and I respond faster on WhatsApp. What are your thoughts on running a group on WhatsApp?
WhatsApp. Like, what is it? No, I know what it is. I'm just kidding. I think it's great. Oh my God. Like, anything that works for you is awesome. Like, please don't ever think you have to do what we do. Honestly, like, this is what works for us. And it's been like 4 years of just like, you guys know me. I like fail forward every single day. I just try this, try that, try this, try that. Next week, I might say, go, we're going to do something different. Like, just do what works for you. Figure out what's really working for your customers and how you can support them the best. I think that's amazing. Amazing. Like, go for it. Like, don't ever second guess it. Like, you guys, the people that see the most success in life are the people that go for it. The more you overthink stuff, you just talk yourself out of it. Just do it. Just close your eyes. There's nothing in life, or very few things, that just can't be corrected. Course correct, we're going to change that. Like, just become okay with that. Just trying different things. Your challengers have no idea what to expect. They have no idea. They are not in our culture. They do not hear what other coaches do. They have no clue. Just the fact that they have someone that gives a little shit about them is all they need. So whatever way you want to make that happen, do it. I think that's an awesome idea. I love it when people have different ideas, because maybe it'll just be amazing and we'll all want to do it. So please be the guinea pig. I think that's awesome. Yeah. Anybody else? Heather, I want to call you out. What's your team doing, my friend? And my kids,
guys.
My kids
What's
are
that?
F-bombs.
I know. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I left Michelle a message yesterday on Messenger, and she should have known better and let her daughter listen to it. So her daughter had some words for me right back and told me that I am inappropriate. But yes. I am super excited about this launch. This launch has blown up. I had an information group started about a week ago where I did what Michelle and Megan did. Instead of starting a new information group for To Be Mindset, I just used my old 80-day obsession group and just changed everything in there and started adding things about To Be Mindset in there. So the good thing is that I already had a base in there of people who were already interested. And then I also started adding people. So I've been talking about it a lot on Instagram. Hi, Delaney. I've been talking about it a lot on Instagram, and it was great that it was coming out now, because the way that I've been promoting it is that I have done so many Beachbody workout programs where I have no problems getting good results when I do the programs because the programs work. But my problem is once there's a start and stop of it, I somehow fall off the rails, and the binge eating comes back and the closet eating comes back, and I gain back all the weight, and I'm in this vicious circle again. And I've let people know that even though I got amazing results with 80-Day Obsession, I was super nervous for it to be done because I was afraid of falling back into the same poor habits again. So having To Be Mindset come up right now I'm telling everybody that for the first time, I'm excited about my success and about the fact that I am going to stick to it this time because I'm changing my mindset now, and because this program is actually going to address the mental issues. I've also talked about how my problem with people in the past that have done the gastric bypass surgery is that I feel that that's a short-term solution because your issue, which is up here, is still pending. So even though you've gone through that surgery, you still haven't changed the mental aspect of it, which is the most important aspect of it. So we've been getting people in the information group. A lot of people bought during the first 2 days of the launch. It's kind of slowed down a little bit because of the fact that it's the weekend. So what I've done is I've made a list of everybody that's in my information group who has not purchased. And over Monday to Wednesday, I'm actually going to voice message them or do a personal video message to them in their messenger so that they see me face to face. Now they hear my voice, because I think that being in an information group and getting all of that is just not enough. Sometimes it'll push people over the edge to go and make that decision to actually put action into what they keep saying they're going to do and what they want to do, and give them each a personal invite through their messenger. And then, of course, we have our own To Be Mindset group open as well. And we've been getting people into that, and we'll get them started on that. But that's how we're doing it. And one piece of advice I just want to give to everybody, because I've seen a few other coaches on other teams doing it, and I think everybody should not do this. You know how we keep talking about no counting, no weighing, no macros, no all of this? I've seen people keep saying no containers. Guys, don't say no containers. Do not say no containers, because you still have to understand that we're still representing the 21-day fix. We're still representing 80-Day Obsession. We're still representing all these other different programs that do incorporate containers. And just because the containers may not be for some people, therefore the To Be Mindset's better for them, the containers still work. And the containers are still good for some sort of a market. So we don't want to be turning people off of it, especially since we've been pushing it for the last 5 years, because it almost looks like we're hypocrites and that we'll just jump from product to product or new thing to new thing. So I've actually seen some coaches put no containers, because I think in To Be Mindset or somewhere it said no containers during the no counting. Don't put no containers. Like, that's just the last piece of advice I want to give.
To be honest, I am still using the containers. I still need portion control. And I've been very transparent in my messages with people saying 21-day fix came into my life when I needed it. Like, I had no clue about portion control, none whatsoever. There is a market for containers. If you have custom, and that's why it's so important to be talking. You can't just be focused on To Be Mindset. You have to be focused on, how can I help this woman? How can I help this man? If you have people that are really visual, like they really need that is me. Like, this probably wouldn't work without my education with the containers, because now I can actually say to myself, okay, when she says a whole plate of broccoli, she does not actually mean that. She means like a serving of broccoli. And now I know what that looks like. So you need to get to, I have no problem saying I'll still be using my containers. I'm not counting with containers, but I will still, my fruit, especially like PCOS or anyone that has any sort of insulin resistance, you can't just go have a free for all on fruit. Like, no, you can't. Like, I have to use that container. I still need that every single day. So yeah, that's such a good point. And I think sometimes we're not sure how to even market this because it is so different. And we've been talking about one thing and now we're flipping to another thing. And if you watch what I say, I'm still doing 80-day obsession workouts. I love 80-day obsession workouts. I loved what that program did to my body. I did not love having to eat at 11 o'clock every single day. I did not love that at all and could never do that for my whole life. Like, that's just not realistic for me. So, like, be honest. Don't worry about if it's right or wrong. Be honest about your positioning on things and tell the truth. Like, that's what I do. I tell the truth. My posts right now are like, God, this is so simple. Why did I get like so off track? You know, you just be honest with your people. They resonate with that. They're glad that you're honest with them. Okay, any more questions, comments? Who's gone through some of the videos? What have been your best takeaways so far? And the floor goes dead. Has anyone watched any videos yet? Yeah? Do you like them?
Yeah, I don't know if you can even hear me. I've got a lot going on back here. But I've watched some of the videos, and they've seemed pretty cool. I have a question, though. I don't know if you know, but the Alana's group, the coach group, is there like certain things you have to be accepted? Because I'm still waiting on the approval, and I wasn't sure. I'd seen other coaches been approved already.
Yeah, I haven't been approved yet. So all you have to do is you have to buy a To Be Mindset package, and you'll get an email, and we'll get in there. I think that's the most exciting question I've been asked, like probably 100 times. They'll get in there. They'll have thousands and thousands and thousands of coaches to try and get into this group. So I'm sure nothing epic is happening in that group yet. We just need to 4 to 5 business days that it might take. So I think I got my email on Thursday, and I'm still not in the group. So
okay,
it'll come.
Yeah, Thursday too, so that makes people.
Yeah, it'll come. All right, guys. There's nothing else that people want to cover. Oh, Nicole, go ahead. Yeah.
Signing up for Summit. It's happening this week. I got my emails to register. What would you recommend for newer coaches? Because I looked at the list of some of the workshops and stuff, and I want to really take away certain things. And so there's one I want to take, but I'm like, do I want to take it because I follow this coach and I love her? But is it too far ahead, or do I take more beginner coach workshops?
I haven't even looked at the workshops. I have no clue.
The workshops are pretty much similar, eh? I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at all of them, but this year they kept them pretty much all the same. The only thing that's different really is the elite coach panel. Those are the only things that are pretty much difference between all 3 of them. The rest of them are all the same, just different orders, but it's the same people speaking on the same topics.
Yeah, that's usually what it is every year. It might be a different coach, but if you actually look at the topic and compare all the, flights or halls, or I don't even know what they call it. It's all the same. It's all the same. Honestly, just come with us. What are we, D? Hall D or Zone D, or what do they call this shit? What is it? Do you remember, Megan?
It's hall. It's hall.
Are we
Flight D.
What are you going to do? Because I really want to do Shaun T. He's the reason why I got into Beachbody to begin with.
Well, you have fun with him because I'm not going there. Negative. I probably won't do a workout, to be honest. So I'll do it in my room. Like, I'm a Beachbody coach for a reason, and that is to not exercise with other people. everyone should do the workout that resonates with them. Like, honestly, the workout, especially, like my first year, I went to Shailene because that's who I started Beachbody with. And I was the only one. There was like hardly any of us in there. She wasn't that popular. So there, Megan's doing Shailene. Like, just do what resonates with you, workout wise. We're in Hall D. Like, I think a whole bunch of us picked Hall D. And it's fun to kind of be there as a group. I mean, honestly, you are going to get so many takeaways no matter where you go. And at the end of the day, when you get home, everything's on YouTube. So if there was like that one coach that you feel like you missed, you'll be able to see their little ditty on YouTube. Yeah. I mean, Nicole, I would stay with Dar. Like, whatever, you want to stay with her. And is she doing Sean too? She's a Sean fan, I think. So yeah, like
She's thinking about it. She's not sure yet.
Yeah. Like, I will tell you guys, the workouts are so friggin' crowded. It's like, just, you'll die. Like, if you are a first time coach, you've got to do it. You absolutely, like, it's part of the energy. This is year 4. I do not have to stuff myself and sweat with other people or work out on the main street of wherever we're going to be. But if you're going for the first time, it's like so exciting and you've got to do those things. But pick what makes sense to you, because that's why you're there. Like, this is your experience, and Summit is a game changer that first time for so many people. It's just like, it really, really is. So take it all in, but don't get too wrapped up in the picking and stuff, because just do what resonates with you. We'll all have lots of time together at our party and at the opening and closing and all that kind of stuff. So do what makes the most sense for you. Yeah. I think, what did you say, Heather? Some of you guys are going to Shaun T? Oh, you guys are insane. Totally.
I haven't decided yet. I want to see Joel. I want a piece of his behind, but that might get filled up.
I'm sure he's going to be so disappointed if you're not there to grab his ass. It's going to be so sad for him. Okay, guys, hopefully that covers everything. Does everybody feel a little more confident about To Be Mindset and moving forward? Awesome, because this could be really big for all of you. It really could. So let's do it. Bye, guys. And thanks, Ashley. I think you disappeared, but thank you. And I'll put the details with Ashley's stuff in the team page as soon as we're done here, okay? Bye-bye.